Congratulations, YouTube and owner Alphabet. You are the soon new owners of a class action lawsuit. Wowzers. I highly encourage, urge, plead, please watch this video. It's 2 hours long. It is worth the watch. It is so worth the watch that YouTube has not only removed it from my channel. I recorded this last night when there was about, just under 700,000 views. This is a video that Mike J. Lindell posted to Rumble on yesterday, the 5th. Today is the 6th. And yesterday this had about close to 700,000. That was last night, about 8 p.m. Mountain Time. And now it has 2.3 million views. Now, he said that he had tried to post it on YouTube, but it was banned. So what I did was I put it into 2 one-hour sections. And those are now banned. They were banned very quickly. Oh, let's get back here. How do I go back to my... Well, anyways, there's two of... No, I've got to show you guys. Hang on. Well, now I see that I can't even get into my YouTube channel. They're forcing me to this every time I pause the video and I try to get into my YouTube channel. But they're saying, ooh, due to a violation, warning, and then a strike, and then I won't be able to publish anything to YouTube. So we're going to review content. And so, warning, your content was removed due to a violation. A violation? And I called these 2 videos 1 hour long each. Preponderance of evidence is proof. Let's see here. What did Mike Lindell call it? Absolute proof. And here's the Rumble video that you can watch. Where am I? Here. So, spam, deceptive practices, and scams. And the email that I received outlined it further. It said, YouTube will not allow anything posted about voter fraud. What? I believe with all of my heart and with all of my mind from factual evidence that YouTube is positioning itself to be a major part of the future police state of the United States of America. When the government rules the very lives, the very breath, put your mask on, the very breath of its citizens. So I'm going to appeal these. There's the video. So what do I say to them? Well, there's a word that's inalienable. It's incapable of being alienated, surrendered, or transferred. I can't surrender my right to free speech. Inalienable. What about the First Amendment rights that I'm given in this country? We're not a police state yet. Everybody in this country has inalienable rights. Use them. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of press, freedom of petition, freedom of assembly. You know, YouTube is really kind of like an assembly. It's where people gather together to look at similar content. In a sense, this video is a freedom of petition. Hello, world, people in the U.S., people in the world, pay attention to what the Democrats are doing. Freedom of the press, freedom of religion, freedom of speech. I mean, how do we take YouTube away from freedom of speech? Well, YouTube is taking itself away from my freedom to speak. I have an inalienable right to speak freely. Yet YouTube is silencing me. This right is a constitutional right. Now, for those of you out there who say, well, YouTube's a private company, they can do that. Let's back up just a little bit. Why do you say that? Why do you say that a private company can deny business? Is it business? They're not chargeable, but they're making money off of me through their ads. Google's a huge, wealthy company. Is there a law that says they can deny me service? Maybe. But what are Google's protections? Do you see? Google is not like the McDonald's down the street from you. If you went into McDonald's and had a shirt on that said, I love Jesus, and McDonald's said, we're not going to serve you, you could sue McDonald's. See, we can't sue Google because right now the Democrats are protecting Google with a certain portion of the law that makes Google look like they're just a simple bulletin board. So if I put a bulletin board up in the neighborhood and just allowed people to post things on that bulletin board, and then somebody posted a nasty word or a mean statement, nobody could come and sue me because I'm just providing a public service. But the moment I go to the bulletin board and see that somebody has said, ooh, I love worshiping the rosebud. I'm a rosebud worshiper. And I say, well, I'm a Jesus worshiper. I'm not going to let you worship rosebuds. Oh, speaking of birds, yesterday I looked out my back window and there was a rooster. I kid you not. No, I don't own a rooster. It was looking at me through the window. Yeah, that's the kind of neighborhood I live in. So if I go and say, you can't worship rosebuds on my bulletin board, well, that's just rude. But I become now a publisher. I'm no longer a free bulletin board. I'm publishing. I'm deciding what is valid content and what is not, which puts me outside of the protection that currently YouTube has. YouTube is protected from me suing them. They have done this blocking to me in so many different ways. They have removed videos. They've shut them down. They've been deleting comments right and left. But currently they're protected, and that's what Trump wanted to undo, was that protection, because Google is acting like a publisher. They're no longer a free bulletin board. They're actually deciding content. This right is a constitutional right. Please release this video forthwith, or YouTube is participating in the future police state, formerly known as communism in other countries. I still don't know what to call it here in the United States, because it's one half of our country is supporting this. That's not normally how communism has come about, at least I don't think. So copy that, submit, and then appeal, submit. Well, until they release it on my channel, I highly, highly, highly recommend channel violation. Warning. I highly recommend that you find this video absolute proof. If you go to michaeljlindell.com and then start to play that video, and then down here somewhere, how did I get to the Rumble version? Yeah, he says he wants everybody to share this. That's why I felt free to copy the video. You can find OAN and 4 other conservative channels, and I highly recommend to everybody in the world to do this. Pluto.tv. When you go to Pluto.tv, and then you go to news and opinion, there are, I'm confusing myself now. Normally I'm looking at it on my TV. There's 4 stations. Live TV. Yeah, I don't want to waste your time here, but they start around 244, channel 244 in news and opinion. Oh, here's the scroll. So if I go down here, news and opinion, there's Blaze. No thanks. Yeah, they do have some ads. There's Newsmax, which is okay. They have a couple CNN plants at Newsmax, but they still have some good shows. Blaze TV is awesome. America's Voice is awesome. OAN, One America News Network, is awesome. And The First. So that's where you can watch conservative programming. Pluto is not blocking them. I've asked YouTube, hey, YouTube TV, can you please add these 5 conservative stations? Folks, get the word out, please. I'm not one to say let's leave YouTube in the dust. I'm one to say let's just tell them what we think. Please stop this. Please stop this. I just don't. I just, everybody, let YouTube know that they shouldn't be doing this. Here they block this one from a copyright claim. It's 11 minutes long. They haven't blocked others that are 15 minutes long from news stations. And this one, she speaks directly to Governor Cuomo. Not like he was in the studio, but she just points the finger at him and tells him how he caused the death of over 13,000 elderly people. I'm really disappointed in YouTube. I'm not surprised, but I'm disappointed. This evidence shows that, well, I can't talk about that because I want this video to get out. I'm at a loss for words. Folks, make some noise. Let people know that communism, socialism, Marxism, Stalinism is not a safe place. It's because of the freedoms of America and because of the freedoms of the UK that so much of the world has experienced freedom or a taste of freedom. Let's not give up.